And this is our project. Our game is Lunar, and I'm gonna show you the hardware for it. So this white button is the right thruster. It will push the spaceship right there to the left because it's from the right, so it'll push it this way, as shown right here. Boom. And I'll be resetting the game for every single button, so show you clearly how each button works. And this red button is the middle thruster. It just pushes it straight up, as you can see right here, and it will slow down the descent, and maybe even make it rise if you push it long enough, as you can see here. Alright, and then for the black button, this is the left thruster, which will push it to the right. So, right there. And as you can see, as I press each button, the LEDs light up, and that's just to let you know that you actually press a button, and just in case it gets disconnected or something happens with the code. And then again, these two buttons right here are to let you know if you won or if you lost. So if you crash your spaceship, hold a few moments, like so, the red light will pop up, and that's just to show you that you've lost the game and you can try again. But if you land it in the white spot right here, and you make sure to land slowly so it doesn't break the spaceship, then the green light will shine just to tell you that you won the game.
Hello, my name is Aaron, and I manage the Pygame aspect of this project. If you look at the breadboard circuitry, you'll notice that the pin extender allows the Raspberry Pi to process electrical signals sent from the buttons and LEDs. That code is managed in the lightbuttoncontrols.py file through the implementation of 5 subroutines. The first 3 subroutines we created return true if the button is being pressed or false otherwise. And the second 2 are accessed from the lunarlander.py file when the winning or losing conditions are met. This setup allowed us to have our 2 main Python files interact with each other